Let's see.
I know you just put up to the bar, but we closed.
Come on, man. You gotta be able to give me a shot, man. Come on.
You look like you need a drink, man, but I hate to tell you this, man. We about to close.
So you mean to tell me all these people out here, they got drinks and they got shots, but I can't get nothing. The bar closed that soon?
Okay, man. I don't know what else to say. I got this shorty half my age at the crib, and I'm trying to get to it. But last call was 10 minutes ago.
You know what? It's alright. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
All right. Tell you what. I'm gonna get you one drink. Does it look like you need
one drink? I can do one drink. I can do one drink. Cause I really, yeah.
Hey, man, anything, man. Look like you got a lot on your mind and you need a friend right now. Pour it on me. Ain't no last calls here.
Bar Talk with Jay.
All right. Welcome to Bar Talk with Jay.
Welcome.
One of the things we're brought to you by is Go Green. This is a great company doing great things. And one of the things I'm going to tell you about them is a spinoff of one of the things I was already doing with Dispose. Then I went to Camo. So it's a small company that's been doing things that small companies need to do. It's focus on you, getting trash away from you. And again, big companies do it and they do it well, but they do it with so many different dynamics that you get missed. With us, it's so small, that shouldn't happen. Small companies can't even exist without you. So again, big companies are looking at us, but we're trying to look at you. We're trying to get them to watch us because we know what y'all need best. And that's what we do at Go Green. Get that trash away from you. So come check us out and let me see what I can do for you to get that trash away from you. Yes, Go Green.
Go Green.
Now, I'm back in the studio with my man, Craftmatic, that been doing great things. He come in the studio each and every time, been over 8 years. And I'm telling y'all ladies, y'all better pay attention because he ain't no joke. Craftmatic, how you doing tonight, big baby?
Doing fabulous, Smooth J.
Man, fabulous. That means fabioso. I'm telling you, y'all need to see his smile and understand his demeanor because the man don't play. How your weekend been?
Been good, man. Everything was chilling, man.
Celebrated the birthday.
Celebrated birthday. Yeah, just celebrated birthday.
He gonna just say nonchalantly.
On my way to the old man program.
I mean, you ain't gotta rub it in.
Right now,
we getting up there.
Still living a little life. Still trying to, make big things happen.
I see you smiling because is it because of the guests we got in the studio?
I think so, man. It's quite beautiful, man.
Oh.
Miss Drika in the house.
Drika.
How y'all doing?
We're doing good in New Orleans. Drika. Yeah, we're gonna play tonight, y'all.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the show, and chime in where you may.
Oh yes.
All right. So, great way to introduce our show. This is Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. This is my boy Smooth J.
In the building.
We have Drika in the house.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
We want to thank you folks for being here with us tonight. Just opportunities to be leaders in our own community. And of course, we are here to share a powerful dialogue with you. Tonight, we're just going to chop it up on the subject. And as we do, we're hoping it gets a little deeper and a little richer and a little more wisdom comes out of it. And as a result, we will learn something, grow, health, peace, greater understanding of life.
Yes.
And so we want you to be in a place and a mindset that you're going to get something from this show. We want you to take something away from it on into your life. And in fact, if you can learn something here today that'll strengthen you for the rest of your life,
say it.
That would be our objective. Okay. So we always start the show off with a prayer.
Oh yes, we know.
And of course, I'll go ahead and dive in.
Thank
By the
you,
way,
sir.
Tonight's subject is how women get men.
Glad we got somebody in the studio who can speak her mind. Lord have mercy. We're going to need God tonight. Get that prayer.
Come on.
How women get men. Let's hand it over to the Lord.
Yes.
Heavenly Father, we come into your presence just to thank you for your awesome power and grace and mercy and love in our life. We know that we are nothing without you, and we thank you for who you are in our life. We ask, Heavenly Father, tonight that you would strengthen us in the area of relationships. The question at hand is, how do women get men? And I'm wondering, Lord, where can I better participate in that process? I'm seeking love. I'm seeking wisdom. I'm seeking friendship. I'm seeking understanding and companionship with another woman. And I'm wondering, how do I get there, Lord? Or perhaps she's sending me signals that I can't see. And should I be sending her signals and making sure that she sees? Lord, I'm just asking for an opportunity to understand how men and women get one another. How do they end up in relationships? What are the things that are required for a full manifestation of the liking and dating and honoring one another to a point of a genuine, healthy relationship? We ask that you would speak through us, do your good and perfect work, and in Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Woo. Glad we got that out of the way. We got so much to talk about tonight.
I know y'all got me nervous.
Really bad. Man. We got you nervous. We asking the questions tonight because these questions is one of the things that we talk about when it comes to relationships. Now, again, we're not going to put you on the spot. We are just curious about how you think about relationships from a woman's point of view. And we're going to chime in from a man's point of view so we can have a better understanding about relationships and where we're going and where we at. Now, again, don't feel pressure. That's not what we're trying to do. It's just like I had that little sidebar with you. It's to get you comfortable to realize we got to open up. Bar Talk with Jay is pour your problems out. Because, again, we can't solve nothing unless we let go of a fear and understand what we're doing. And that's what we do here. All right. Again, the prayer is to open you up to realize God is in control. Yeah. And a lot of times you want to feel like you are. And that's why a lot of times we fail at a lot of things. And that's why I'm trying to give you the confidence to speak your mind and not feel like you're pressured to say anything. But this is how we're going to have a great conversation tonight. That's right. That's right. New Orleans in the building. So you are into dating. And how's that going for you?
Dating is, I don't know. I can't really say. I feel like it's rocky.
Oh, I like that. What makes you feel rocky, and what's your expectations when, or your disappointments when it comes to dating?
I feel like waste of time when it comes to dating. Not consistent.
Now, consistent is one thing that we definitely can understand on both ends. Right. So a lot of times when they hear the show, you know, it's like one way. No, it's not one way. It's a lot of different ways. Yo, inconsistent. Can you give me some more of that?
Inconsistency. I feel like with the dating, I feel like with dating, people could be talking to so many people. So it's like they're not consistent because they have so much going on. They have so many people to give their time to.
No, I like this. And this is one of the things I like because a lot of time in dating, somebody have a high expectations. And you got to understand that with the apps and stuff that they have, no one can just see you as the one when all I see is a picture.
Right.
So in conversation, I notice most conversations are very short. And you're not saying a lot. So it's a lot of short conversations, but you expect high expectations. I can't get it from a profile post where you give me a profile, what you want. Okay. Even though I read it, I don't know you. You're giving me a script. I need to know you.
You know, online dating?
Online dating. Okay. As in just online, if that's what they do, Facebook or whatever way you want to go, Black Souls You Meet or whatever name you want to go by. It's still swipe right, positive to the left, or whatever way you want to go. But it's so much bigger than that. And then people feel like no one's taking time for you.
So watch this.
What you got?
It's not bigger than that, right? The first thing that comes to my mind is how women get men is to be pretty and be fine and be beautiful and be lovely, right? Like men like that's the number one thing a man is going to be. That's how you get. At least he's going to get your attention, right? Like you got to have some appeal. You know what I'm saying? Like you got on a nice outfit today, right? You got an outfit to say I know who I am and I'm going somewhere, right? But so
let's talk about why she got that outfit on.
Why is that?
Obviously, she's trying to get a man. It ain't for this show.
Jay, that's good. Yeah.
You know, she trying to get a man.
For the trees.
No. and again, one of the key factors when I'm bringing this out is a lot of time people don't always look at their appearance like they should. They get lackadaisy, and she didn't. So let's talk about it.
I feel like me personally, I can speak for myself. I can't speak for all women.
That's fine.
But I feel like me personally, I like to look good for myself.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
so I feel like I don't go in the mirror and be like, well, I'm gonna put this on because I know I look good up in this and I know I might get a man tonight. I don't think like that.
Right.
How do you think?
Right.
When you put that on, how you feel? When you seeing yourself in the mirror today and you put that on, you walked out, how did you feel?
Sexy.
Okay.
So again,
But for myself though,
that's a great thing.
But-
And that's what we want to keep.
And listen, that's how a woman gets a man.
Dang boy.
That's gonna be the first way that you get his attention. Is you got to be lovely. And listen, I'm one of those guys. I'm infamous for saying
Mhm.
that sometimes women, their presence go a little downhill
Mhm.
when they get super dressed up. We just like regular fine women.
Mhm.
Well, what you got on yesterday, some tights and a t-shirt. You know, you ain't got to be bald out of control. But if you are, and that's who you are, we'll be able to see it.
Oh,
Like
definitely.
that's who you are. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? We can see that's who you are. That's not just the outfit you're wearing today. That's who you are. So, but we like to see that loveliness, that cuteness, that sexiness, that fineness. You know, we like to see a woman who's okay with being in her own skin.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a nugget out.
And
If you know, I like Ohio State, which is behind me on the side of me, and that's my team. Again, born Akron, Ohio. Ohio State is my team. They ain't do good the other day, but we're gonna leave that alone. Okay. Ohio State's still my team. If I come home and you just got an Ohio State jersey on,
oh my God,
y'all just don't understand how simple
How
things
simple
can be.
things
Because
can be.
one,
That's
that's
right.
my team.
That's right.
Two, you my girl.
That's
You
right.
showing me how special you are, and thought of what you have on with not a lot,
Yeah.
but a lot to make me realize
Yeah.
what I have.
I feel like that it's like that with women too. I feel like the small things for us is really big.
Yeah.
Mm.
And is there something equivalent to like for a lot of men, at least all the men that I know,
Mhm.
that a t-shirt and no panties is like the greatest thing. It's like better than any piece of lingerie ever in the history of mankind. Right? And I only bring that up to just I'm wondering, are there some of those things for women? What do
Yeah.
women like that? Like
Mhm.
what is it that women would be looking for on that scale?
Right.
What, on a sexually scale?
Yeah.
Perhaps sexual, maybe, perhaps just sexy, perhaps just intimate.
How you like your
perhaps
man to come home?
Yeah, well, you know, what's your thing?
I don't know. I feel like, okay, yeah, I like my man to be attractive and stuff, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like men really think sexually, we think mentally.
Okay,
Ooh.
okay. So he
Okay.
needs to stimulate your mind a little bit, right?
Definitely.
And that's a good conversation. That's
Mhm.
listening to you,
It is.
yeah, chopping it up with you on all kinds of stuff. Really talking about abstract stuff is the best stuff. When we talk about ocean and marine life, or we talk about, you know what I'm saying, global warming or something, you know, those are some of the greatest conversations. You know, I think,
I like that.
and I think you said it a moment ago, that Jay, they're just, you can't get anywhere off a short conversation.
No.
So how about this? You got a fine woman. She knows who she is.
Mhm.
She sexy, dressed in nine, whatever.
Mhm.
You got a good looking man. He's attractive. He's strong. You know, maybe he got life and business and money coming in.
Mhm.
He's whole and complete. The problem is
What's that?
getting each other. Right?
Yes.
And that seems to be a challenge, because every room I walk into is somebody I want to talk to, but we just don't never get to them.
Right.
Right? We oftentimes, I don't know. I've always thought it like this: like if I could just take 5 minutes and go back to the hallway, you know what I'm saying? So we're in an event place. I go back to the front hallway and I could just play a tape of her history. Okay, she like dudes who talk a lot. She like dudes who are a little abstract. She like dudes who like, okay, now I go back in there. Hey, baby, what's that?
Right.
And I can just play into her thing, but we don't know what that thing is.
That's true.
And we could go astray at any point in the game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes opening your mouth too much is a turnoff, and
Yep.
sometimes not opening your mouth at all is a turnoff.
Totally
and that works
agree.
for men and women. Like, I don't like a quiet woman. I like a woman who talks.
Mike.
I feel like it's all about communication. Communication is everything.
Yeah, but we're talking about initial communication.
Yeah.
We're talking about the very beginning of, you know, potentially
21 questions.
perhaps. But
If
you
we
know,
got time to do it.
but listen, you're walking down aisle number 8,
Mhm.
and I pass by, and I see, damn, she's sexy. Wow. And so somehow or another, you end up with me on aisle 12 or 14, and shit, I might need to go ahead and shoot my shot, because I may never see you again,
Mhm.
right? And so now I got to come with, like, if you're climatized that guys who come to you and they got a smile on their face, he a wimp. He ain't buying none, you know what I'm saying? But the dude who be like, hey, what's up, Sean? What's your name? What, you know what I'm saying? You might like him.
I feel like
that might be a turn on to you. Like, he wasn't grinning and smiling, but I'm thinking, where I come from, women like smiles. And so I'm smiling and you were like, oh, he kind of soft. Yeah, he look kind of soft. He's smiling and shit.
What you saying?
That's only for small-minded women.
I like that.
I need to know about what big-minded women thinking.
Well,
it's not about big, it's about maturity.
Okay. Yeah. And being able to,
So what do you like to see?
What you mean? What do I like to see?
What do you like to see a man?
If a man, how a man approach you?
Yeah, like if you in the grocery store.
What's the most infamous way a man approached you and you were like, I like this dude, and you went on to talk to him and like
respectfully.
Okay. He just walked up to you out the blue and just
being respectful.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. I like that.
So was that in a mall or a restaurant?
It don't matter what it said, just be respectful.
Yeah, I'm looking for some examples.
Oh no, let's do some role play. Let's play. I love to play. Okay, so we sit in the grocery store and I walk down the aisle and I see you and I say, you know something, I'd love to know your name. You're a very attractive woman. What would you say?
Would you be open to that?
Would you be open to talk to me?
It depends on my mood that day.
Okay. Okay. And listen, that's half the battle, Jay.
I know,
right?
Because
half the battle.
I got
it's her opportunity because she.
I might do it.
Right.
There you go.
Might be my mood that day. I might want to be bothered that day. I might don't. I might feel like I want a date. Okay. I could use a new friend.
Yeah.
I don't want a new friend right now.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna chump me off.
But
you see what I'm saying? This is real talk because. This is why a lot of people have difficulties in the dating game because no one likes rejection, men or women.
That's
okay,
right.
But men are used to it.
Right.
So if you did chump me off because you're having a bad day, I know I have to be respectful in your feelings and still say positive things on your way out. Because again, it might just be your bad day. Your day ain't gonna make my day bad.
It's not that I might not be attractive either. So why waste either one of our time?
But I don't have to be rude. Because again,
and I don't have to
when I'm not being rude on the way out, because again, you ain't feeling it. I went down the aisle and I approached somebody and I said some things and it was like, yeah, but I'm not really looking at that right now. And I'd be like, I understand that.
So you feel like that's being rude? Rejection is being rude?
As I got rejected and I walked off, she came back. Because the fact that I never said nothing rude. I never said nothing inappropriate. I just knew at that time we didn't make a connection.
Right.
I tried. It didn't work.
Yeah.
As I walked down and I was handling, she went back. She said, listen, I had a rough day, but I don't mean to be rude to you. And I said, well, I didn't mean to impose on you. She said, I don't like it when somebody imposes, and I appreciate that. So then we started a conversation, but it started from almost a negative where I got rejected. And I took that rejection. That wasn't mean negative back at her. I don't know what no one goes through. I know what I felt. I felt rejection, but I didn't have to let that kill everything. I was like, okay, be respectful and say, okay, cool.
With the exception of laying hands on somebody.
Oh, Lord.
Right. No,
she just rejected me. She ain't
with the exception of laying hands on somebody.
Right.
No doesn't mean no. Right. She's saying no for 1,000 different reasons that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
Right. And you'll never figure out what it is, but you can't just accept no. You're like, oh baby, I know, you know what I'm saying? You might be having a bad day or whatever, but I like you. And I ain't gonna say take no for an answer. We're just gonna do, I'm gonna give you my number. When you feel better or if you feel up to it, give me a call. I don't mean no harm, you know what I'm saying? I just want to spread a little love. And maybe we can become friends and business partners. Who knows what we got down the road, but I didn't want to let this moment go without saying hello to you. And so I don't believe in accidents, coincidence, incidents, and all that other not irony. I believe in divine connection. And I just wanted to make my presence known. So
it definitely sounds like you've been through that before.
I want you to have a wonderful day. I mean, listen, you can't come to the table with no game.
It sounds game all day long.
It ain't game. That's love that I just spit. I just spit straight fire reality
like
words.
game.
Hey, baby.
You ain't doing all that.
Listen, watch this. I went up to a chick one time. I said, listen, I don't have the time to get to know you. But I would like to get to know you. I'm on the move. I got to here go my.
How you gonna sucker punch somebody?
You you're not in sales. You need to get in sales.
Well, I know, I can
if
tell.
you walk up to somebody ready to spend $100,000, I know you're ready to spend $100,000. I just have something to take care of over here for a moment. If you'll sit tight for just a moment, I'll be right back. And they'll sit tight for a moment and come back and you can earn their business. Just like the chick right in the club. You go by, you walk by. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I done made ask you like 3-4 times a night. I want to talk to you. Please excuse me. I'm gonna go to the men's room. I'll be right back. I'm gonna buy you a drink and we're gonna talk. By the time you come back, she's had a chance to process.
That. I give you.
And that's the key.
That's smooth.
You can't just lay Mac on somebody and expect them to be able to hold all that weight, right?
I feel like if they can't, they just can't.
It's too far from their normal reality because you may be a special someone for them, and they're not ready for that special someone.
I'm gonna tell you what I like about it. One of the things I like about it is because you're giving them time. I need them to take time to process what I might be giving them because they ain't even felt the weight of me yet. So I like that. I like that because what you did was smooth, but how you first gave us like a gut punch. I ain't got time for you right now.
No.
You
didn't understand what I said. You took it to the left and you still taking it to the left.
No, I took it
to out.
Right.
All right, here we go.
I took it because they get two.
Watch.
Okay.
Going down the aisle.
Right.
Hey, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the time to get to know you like I'd like to.
Right.
Do you mean right in this moment while you talking to her, or do you mean like okay? You mean right in this moment?
Yeah. I'm doing is I'm laying a
groundwork,
a groundwork that listen. I really want to talk to you, baby, but I gotta go.
Right.
My boy in the car, I gotta get an event to him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want you to know it's important to me to make this connection. What I'm doing is I'm laying a foundation, and the foundation will be able to either build itself when I'm gone. Because if I don't lay nothing, then she ain't got nothing when I'm gone. Right. But what she said was, this dude made a real
nice impression,
and he was respectful. He lay like I understand where he was coming from when he gave me his number quick.
Let's see what she said.
You came with ease.
Yeah, and listen, you
know something.
Listen, more than
you just don't know about it.
They call that, right? Listen, I made love to her in the moment, Jay, and she didn't even know it.
Oh yeah, she knew it.
But listen, no. She didn't know it. She wasn't. She's not going to experience that love until she plays that tape in her head several times, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, she was like, he came clean." Like I've had it told me many times before, right? He came clean, and it only took him 2 minutes. So watch this. One of my ex-girlfriends, I met Walmart. We were Walmart. No, we were in the dollar store. I was in the dollar store. I'm in line. These 2 women come behind me, his mother and daughter. And so the daughter was, oh my God. And the mama was, nice and friendly. So I started having this conversation with the 2 of them. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what I said, but the mother was like, you know what? You need to come and hang out with us. I kind of made it known that I was new to the city. Okay. And mama wanted to take me under her wing. And she invited me to the event that they had a couple a few nights away. And but the point was I laid foundation in the line in the dollar store. And when I left them, that foundation stayed there, right? It's no different any other way in life. If you met somebody who could make you CEO of their company, and you met them in passing, maybe in an elevator, maybe hey, listen, Mr. Jones, I'm in a hurry. I know you're in a hurry. I ain't got time to meet you, but I respect your work. I appreciate you so much. I really wish I could have 5-10 minutes of your time. I got some great ideas to share with you. Hey, you're doing a fantastic job. I love you. We'll talk soon. Bruh, he's going to play that tape in his head over and over and over and over and over. It has happened that way throughout the history of entertainment, mankind, business. That's the way it goes, right? We make impressions. How do you get a woman? How do you get a man? You got to make an impression.
I like that.
It doesn't happen any other way. And you can leave the impression just with a beautiful smile, or you can leave the impression with, I gave you my number. Hey, listen, baby, you bad. I don't know if you do what I think you, what I
want you to do.
But I got a lady at the crib. I still want to holler at you. I got my number. Call me up. No promises. No promises. Let's just see what happens.
Right. You put it on the table.
Right. Now, this is a married man hollering at a chick. Right. But what he did was he laid it clean.
Right. I ain't mad how he laid it.
What do women always say? Just be honest with me.
Honest.
You just be honest with me. I might be down with what you're down with.
Because you left her with choice.
Right.
Listen,
and again, that's what people don't tend to do.
And I think the problem in all the potential relationships that could come together is people are not making an impression on each other. For whatever reason, it could be time, it could be the wrong space, it could be people are, tiptoeing around each other, but people aren't connecting.
Okay.
You got to create a connection if you're going to get with somebody. You know what I mean?
People don't be being real either.
They don't be real because they don't really want you to see who they really are.
Right.
And if you saw who they really were,
You wouldn't mess with them.
Yeah, you probably would reject them. And some of that is self-doubt kind of stuff, self-issues. I don't believe in myself. I doubt myself. I don't feel confident in myself. And so I can't really tell you who I am.
Right.
And then you also know a lot of people see into a look more so than the soul.
Oh,
right.
yeah. Women will tell you that in a heart. Men will tell you they've been with men that was super fine and had no soul.
None.
Right.
Right?
No guidance, no nothing.
Yeah, and couldn't
But they
talk
had a
to
nice
you,
core.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe had drinking problems or anger management problems or whatever, and that's how it will typically, that's how, inner issues will manifest themselves. They'll manifest themselves into drinking. They'll manifest themselves into being snappy or smart ass mouth and, all those other things. But I want to turn the conversation just a little bit.
Which way you want to turn it?
How women get men and how men get women. It seemed like if you're just living in your world, you got to be kind of aggressive to get somebody. Like you can't stay in the lane that you're currently in. You got to get out of your current lane and go meet somebody. And that means you can't unless you just know you've been shunning opportunities. And now when you go into that environment again, you're going to start to work on those opportunities and receive those opportunities. But it seems like meeting men and women, even meeting one another happens to be one of the issues in how we get one another.
So when you meet somebody, how you feel? What do you approach?
I don't approach. I feel like it's easy to get anybody. I feel like it's all up to man though. I'm not going to say it's all up to the man, but it's basically like all up to the man for the relationship.
I like that. And the reason I like that is because men have gone through so much rejection with women. Sometimes we just kind of turn the light switch off, right? And it's not that we're bad people. It's that women have interacted with so many bad men. So many bad apples have tainted that space where you get to know people. And now you're like, okay, the last 20 knuckleheads try to talk to me. I ain't got time for it. I'm just on to my business. And that's the reality of a lot of it. But
that's true.
If a woman lets me know that she's interested, I'm all in. I handle it from there.
So do you show interest?
Right? How do you show that interest?
I show interest.
You look at them in the eyes, wink at them a little bit.
You trying to let them know?
Okay, are y'all talking about when we first started, meeting?
Yeah. Like how you
how you pull your men?
Yeah, how you
the one you want.
Well,
ones that you quietly seduce.
Well, I mean,
I said it.
Seduction is a major part of this equation.
And she act like she don't do it.
You ain't using no words. You got to have some other form of seduction.
And I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Like, hey, you.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I don't do that. I feel like I make eye contact. I feel like if I give you my bubble eyes, that's it.
That's it. That should tell you everything.
That's
right?
it.
That's gonna tell you everything.
Just the bubble eyes.
But you're really supposed to accompany that with like
something,
some form of smile. You know what I'm saying? Like
some kind of
a smile.
Because it'd be a lot of meme.
You don't do no girl twist.
I'm gonna give you a smile too.
Yeah,
give a smile.
You ever did?
You gonna give a look back?
You ever did one of these right here? Come here.
Yeah, I did.
Was that effective? That work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Would that work if a man did that to you? If a man was like,
a man, it would.
It would. Okay.
But I feel like it all depends though, because I feel like you want me to go through all these loops, you come to me.
Okay. And I think that's how it should be. I think the man should really, make the approach, but he should make the approach with confidence that he's already made a connection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't just walk up a woman, she got her back to you, and you tap her on the shoulder. Yeah. She turn around and look, and you be like, "Hey, I've been looking at you all."
And she looking at you like,
"Ah!" You're like, well, you been looking at me. You stalking me. Police.
And it happens. It happens a lot.
But from across the room, or from across the bar, or from that, you can make a connection with people. And there are so many times. It happens in almost every event you go to. We all leave every event we've gone to. We leave with that somebody who we should have probably hollered at, somebody who we should have made that connection to.
Right.
And we got to get out of our own way.
We do.
We got to make the connection. They're just people just like you and me. And, putting yourself on front row is not easy, but it's a necessary thing to do if you're going to open the door with someone else. If you're going to open the door with people around you, you got to do it. And you got to take some chances and some risks. You ain't doing foolish things, but
right.
you are making your presence known. And I think that's a major part of how men and women get one another is you make your presence known.
I feel like I'm not going to sit here like if I don't approach men, because I don't approach. I feel like if we sitting at the bar and, we making eye contact or whatever like that, I'm going to buy you a drink.
That's an approach.
It's a nice
that
approach.
Is an approach.
But I'm not going to get up and come to you, though. But I'll buy you a drink.
You buy me a drink, I'm coming.
In a lot of different ways. I'm going to tell you that right now. I got 5 kids. My pull-out game is weak. But I liked it because, again, this is different ways to how I approach, and, again, how people accept. Everybody's different. I love what your approach was because you said, I don't speak for all women. I like that because I want you to speak for yourself. Because, again, where I always like it is if I show you some attention, I always want somebody that want me just as bad as I might want them.
Yeah.
And then in long term, I want somebody that want me more than I want them.
Right.
You know why? It keeps me focused on them. But my whole thing is a lot of people got so many choices that everybody's starting to feel like, how do I know I'm important?
And that's that earlier.
Yeah. And that's why I wanted to.
But in reality, it's not really a lot of choices.
Well, it's
not really a lot of options.
It is. And that's part of what I'm getting to here. See, that's what our limited world kind of tells. That's what our challenged world. We've had so many challenges in getting to know people in relation, but there's 6 million people here.
Right.
There's plenty of opportunity. You got to get in. Like if there's 300 sets to be on a Saturday night, you got to be in one of them and not the one you're comfortable with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of places to meet people, but you got to put yourself out there. It does not happen until you're out there.
Hey, I got one for you, Kraft. For the person that you're seeing right now, the person that you see you want to be with.
What's up?
With that person, what do you kind of look at to see where you want to be?
I thought you wasn't putting me on the spot tonight.
I mean, I'm trying to put you slightly, but I'm gonna put you on there. My whole thing is not to pressure you; it is to lead you because you said ease in. So I'm gonna ease this one for you, right? So as I'm easing this one to you, so you got your eye on the person, right? And then this person is showing you that he's appreciative of you and he want to be with you. So what do you see in him, and what makes you?
How you know if he got there for you?
Say what now?
How do you know if he got there for you?
I mean, let's just say you show me that you're willing to do things. So like buying a drink. So you're willing to do. So my whole thing is you're with. Okay. So if you're willing to go that far, you're willing to go farther. My whole thing is what gives you the whole drive to continue? Because again, with options and the rest, what keeps you driving to continue with the connection that you're trying to get?
Right.
A person mind frame and chemistry.
Ooh, what kind of chemistry do they always put off? Is it?
I don't know. I feel like
mental and chemistry is really.
It is. Yeah. That's why I say it's really not a lot of options because I feel like you could talk to 100 people. You might only have that one person that give you that spark.
Oh, then like
that chemistry.
Flames. Okay.
And I think what you saying? You need to put a more lighter fluid on your
so that person. So you
out of 100 people, it's supposed to be.
It sounds like somebody lit a flame that wasn't lit.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying too.
A lot of people can't give you a spark now.
No, they can't. But then, are you willing to be sparked?
That's an interesting equation, right? Okay, now watch this. What she said was, out of 100 people. How'd you say it? Like
out of 100 people, only
one's gonna give you a spark.
Probably one person. But I feel like with that spark, it comes with chemistry. It comes with everything around it.
But see, I'm of the notion that 25 to 30% could feed your soul for a lifetime. Like you gotta. We all have to get past these facade-ish doors in a relationship and getting to know people. I think once we get past the facade-ish doors, what we'll see is Hey, I got a good person right here. They like football. They like baseball. They like collecting stamps. But you know what? They're good people. That I can spend a lot. I think there's a dozen Mr. Rights for you in the world.
Right.
It doesn't come in just one in a billion.
That's
one
right.
in a million.
It's telecraft.
There's dozens of people.
There's multiple people
dozens
out there
of
that
men
want you.
who could take good care of you, and that there's dozens of men who you would marry, and you wouldn't fall in love with them until 2 years down the road. There are men who can, but they don't know how to take care of you right now. And
I need to fall in love the next day.
The next day?
Not 2 years from now.
How about that night?
All I want to know is what are y'all doing? She said the next night. She ain't holding back.
Well, listen, it's gonna take some love making, but
a lot of love making.
But listen, in the midst of the love making, it's gonna be some feeling connection going on there. And that's a person that when you come out of that thing, you're not like, hit and quit. You like, I like this person. They cool.
But I'm saying 2 years to fall in love with somebody.
I mean, you said the next day.
Okay, listen. The only reason I say that, the reason I say is
I'm being sarcastic.
From an example.
We know this.
An example. I met a lady, knew her a little bit. She worked at the dealership I worked at, and she was in an arranged marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that it took her 2 years to fall in love with him. Now they're already married. And it took her 2 years. And she said she fell in love with him and was in love with him for about 5 years. And then the love dissipated. And then it was like brotherly love. It was like, what I'm saying? Like family.
Love,
I'm going to take care of him all of my life. And he's going to take care of me all his life. But I'm not in love with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't long to be with him all day, every day. I give him some, you know what I'm saying? I take care of him.
That's miserable.
I don't even like how
that's you being miserable.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to stick around somebody that I don't love or I'm not in love with. I'm not about to do that. It's a waste of time.
If you're not about to do that, you probably should never get married. Because all marriages will tell you they experience that phase.
They fall in love and fall out of love.
They fall out of love. And now I got to take care of the woman who I married. But, really don't like her. You know what I'm saying? She always busting. Ask Mary Pope. I've been surveying relationships for years, and this is what they will all tell me.
He got stats on this.
Well, I don't know. I never been married, so I can't speak.
I have.
Yeah, well, I have. And I probably ain't going to do shit again.
Hey, listen. It ain't easy being it, especially going through it, especially with a divorce. It's a horrible thing because, again, but one of the things I'm going to speak on when it comes to marriage, and this is why I do the show, is, again, I have to hold accountability. And there's a lot of things that happened and I'm not going to hold her accountable when I didn't hold myself. I didn't have the right boundaries. I didn't understand the covenants. Okay. Mm-hmm. If I understood the covenants and understand what the Lord was really giving me, I would have took it in a better way. I took it for myself saying that this woman had my kids. I had the bastards already. I already was in a negative contemplating place, but I felt I can make a right from some of the wrongs that I made. Let me tell you something. God didn't ask me to do that. He asked me to grow the fuck up. He asked me to hold his hand and quit acting like a child. I was crying about what I wanted, and I didn't understand what he had for me. My kids grew me up quickly.
Woo, they will do
it
that.
Made me understand it wasn't about me. That woman couldn't raise me. I had to realize my child needed me. I had to turn to the Lord because there's situations in my development where my child was dependent on me past just food. He was in the hospital and he needed my full attention. And I was too busy trying to run the street and do everything else. He slowed me down to make me realize it's more to life than what I seen. Yeah. And all the people that was around me. And when he did that, he showed me that I needed him more than I needed everything else. But one thing I would tell you, past all that, I failed at realizing when he showed me, I gave myself too much credit. And then I let my ego drive me in a way that it should never ever took over from the guidance of what he showed me. And then that led me down a path that I chose. And it's a rabbit hole of a divorce because I felt there's something better for me than a person that rolled with me. And I'm going to tell you all day long, it's the most hurtfulest thing in the world to realize I failed somebody that seen the best in me and when I seen the world out of nothing and that's inside of me
who could have really put you in position.
But I tell you, she my friend to the day because I had to take ownership.
That's what I said.
Now,
not a lot of options.
It is realizing you and now trying to be a better you. So I understand the fake facade that people put on because everybody want to be and with somebody that really shows some things. But my whole thing, and I said this with Kraft, is when you put God first, Now, a woman will see what you're guided by. You're driven by something that's a substance that can lead somewhere. And at this, dating is a little easier when I can see somebody going somewhere. So as I am being guided, I'm also looking for a woman that has some vision. All right. Not just positions. All right. That's all sexual. I am looking for a person that can also see me in my light, to see me in a better light, because women add things to a relationship.
I think everyone is looking for that. We're looking for someone who has potential.
Yeah.
We're looking for someone who has value. We're looking for somebody who brings something to the table
all day long,
right?
But not just the table, because I hate the word table, because it makes it like they got my whole thing. We the table. All right. Men need to understand, because I really hate this conversation about what women bring. A man is to lead. So when I say bring to the table, do you see the godliness in me? Because I don't think conversations is led correctly no more. It's all about 50-50 and everything. Grow the hell up. There is no 50-50. There's somebody going to fall short a day and another person picks up. So when I hear this 50-50, y'all are illusional, and it don't work that way. There's no ever such thing as 50-50. It is a partnership for life to figure out how we gonna get through, because somebody gonna fall down. Her, you, it doesn't matter. Can you get through? Because this 50-50, she get this, you get that. This is why we got failures, because I know she can't do this, but I shouldn't look at what she can't do. It's what she can enhance. If a woman got me on my best, I'm not worried about what she bring. That's why we ain't been worried about if a woman got a job or not. Can you bring peace in my life that make me be the best I can be? And can I do the same for you to make you be the best you can be? We fighting each other. That's what they got us black folks doing all the time. We have to come together and be strong for one another. We're quitting. We talk quitting. If you cheat on me, I'm going to leave you. We talk quitting from the beginning. God has unconditional love. And I'm telling you right now, I am not seeing it out there by women. Us men have to show you unconditional, because God gave that to me. He gave me unconditional when he gave me life, when I failed at so many different things. And I need a woman to realize I'm not just going to quit her. I got unconditional when everybody show you conditions.
But we've talked about this before.
And that's why I could talk about it all day long.
Compare God's relationship to
I have to, because I'm
relationship.
led by him. I have to be able to talk on what he giving me.
Yeah,
if I can't, then I'm not going to be me, and I'm going to follow someone
God
else.
in the world, and it's not going to happen.
I don't want God in the world. I want God in me.
No,
I'm tired of living the world. The world don't do nothing for me. The world lead me down a path of destruction. That's what we're doing to each other. I want her to understand I see life differently. I live a spiritual life that's filled more than what the world ever gonna give me. That's why I can lose everything, and I won't kill myself, because I know God got me. Y'all are living by what you can accomplish. I'm living by a world of what he can show me. It's like Job. I can be ridiculed. I'm not forsaking what he showed compared to what the world is giving. They can take that shit away all day long. I've never seen nobody die and take a damn thing with them. I promise you, I ain't never seen a hearse behind. I take that back. I've never ever seen a U-Haul behind a hearse. I have never seen all that shit go to the grave with your ass. It's all gonna be transcended down to someone else. You don't own nothing. All you doing is work for something and live your best life. Live your heaven. You are living a hell thinking it's going to be a better place when you ain't even understand. He's giving it to you as you live it, and you don't want to see it. That's not what it is. It's what man is teaching you. It's teaching you, if you live right, you go to heaven. You go up. You live wrong, you burn. He's telling you, you live by his word, and he will be there. He's a forgiving God. We acting like he a conditional God, because we are conditioned. That's not what's in the book. That is what's in your head. I'm trying to get our relationships in a better place, because that's what he's asking me to speak on, not this crap that we're giving. So again, unconditional is very hard, because we're conditioned on everything. But he's giving you grace and mercy to realize there's better in life when you understand steps that he's putting in front of you, that's in you.
Well, here go the steps that he put in front of me.
Talk.
If you ratchet, you got to go. And you call that unconditional love, conditional, you can say anyway.
I call that the truth.
If you don't know how to take care of yourself at age 55, I can't do much for you. So we've said this a lot. Love is not enough. You have to. You got to come with some. You got to come with some substance.
You do.
And that's what I'm telling you. You can't compare the love of God to the love of your mate. You got to have God in your life, and then you got to have a mate in your life, and then you consult God about your mate. Right? That's how that works. If your mate keep cheating on you, then you're not going to have divine love and unconditional love for them. So your mate's behavior it determines the depth of the relationship. And so I'm watching worldly things to see if they align with God. If they align with God, then I can be able. If my spouse cheats on me, and I can sense remorse, I may be inclined to take her back. But if she cheats on me and I experience no remorse, continuously, she has no remorse.
Correct.
Which means she will do it again.
Why wouldn't she?
I know people make mistakes.
She's gonna say you're a simp.
I'm okay with people making mistakes.
Correct.
But I need a sense of fulfillment after you have made a mistake. I need to know that I can trust you again. I need to know that you're not going to be that same person. I need to know that you were operating out of a fallacy and not out of your normal behavior. And if I can know that, then we move on. If I cannot know that, then you move out to go. Right now,
that's not a fallacy. That's just the truth.
I don't call that conditional love. That is unconditional love. I'm gonna love you based on the shit you give me. Yeah. Right.
And I condition your way out.
Yeah. I don't hate you.
No,
you can't live in this house.
No.
Right. And
not with that kind of
thought. So the point here is that in getting one another, we are all looking for some things that's got to line up with goodness and righteousness and truth and health and
realizing that's what they got to line up to. You also have to give grace and mercy to realize everybody's not perfect too. Now, that's not saying that you are allowing them to do stupid things to you. My whole thing is boundaries need to be set regardless. So if you got boundaries set and you have a drive to make something happen, that person should see your drive. So a lot of stuff that we saying that shouldn't happen wouldn't. When she see into you and she love you, she can't see hurting you. Okay. Now see, that's that.
I feel like that sounds like a man with a cheating part.
Yeah.
Well, a man can, but a woman can too. Now
a woman can too, but I feel like if a woman cheat, a woman is cheating because of the man.
You think that's the only reason? It's still a desire.
No, I feel like
you saying you gonna follow another man's desire to cheat, or you going by what a woman desires? Because my whole thing is,
all right. Well, let me speak for myself then. Let me speak for myself because I can't speak for all women.
That's right.
I feel like men can handle what women can handle. I feel like men can cheat multiple times, and women will forgive them. Will the trust be broken? Of course it will. But a woman love that person so much, she's gonna try to forget about it,
endure,
but she haven't really forgot about it because the trust is still broken. I feel like now when a woman get tired, that's when a woman gonna cheat
or change.
What you mean with change?
When I say change, they don't always got to cheat. They check out.
Yeah, that too.
That means they already
when they cheat, they check out too.
Yeah, and they also can. To speaking with some women that don't ever cheat, they check out. I'm already looking for an exit plan because I see I can't just keep giving it to you.
Yeah.
And that's why I say that check out. Because again, I'm respectful enough to say everybody don't cheat and everybody ain't going to have to cheat because what a man do. Some people feel like they're going to honor themselves and never do that, period. But I'm not going to be with you. And that's why I can speak highly on different people because again, it's not just about cheating. It's just I can't be with you. I can't honor what don't have no honor. And I hear from Kraft that said the same thing. It's just I'm not gonna have loyalty to a woman that shows me no loyalty. And that's why I said that whole showing things is what is scarce that I see now. It's so easy to talk in a negative way. If you do this, you do that, I'm not gonna be with you. I am gonna leave you behind if you do this or that. And my whole thing is in relationships, we're scared to be truthful to one another. We're giving boundaries up front about what I won't tolerate, knowing we have to tolerate each other because we're imperfect. So it's very difficult, but do we be honest? Do we have these conversations? Do we have real conversations where I just want to know how you are, how your mental health is? And this is going back to craft. When I come home and I see you look a certain way, I've now learned from my show, I need to ask you, how are you feeling? What's going on with you? Because your mental health is important to me. It relaxes you. Now, a lot of men feel like every time you say something, I got to fix something. But if I have a conversation with you up front about how you feeling, it's not about me just fixing, it's about me hearing. So I need to know my woman. I need to know that I can entrust her to tell me how she really feel. And I should be able to hold it to make us grow. Where now you feel good about, I can let him know some things. And then we become best friends from lovers. And that's where we fail at, because we forget we have to be strong for each other. I have to ask you, just like you got to give me time when I come home to digest whatever I dealt with. But no, he like his alcohol. He likes his meal already prepped. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn him. And then I feel respected from the fact that you show me the love that I always want. I come home, I'm beat up. And I come to you. You are my savior. You feel me? And now you got my food. You got my favorite drink, my cigar if I smoke. And you know something? You give me a moment of peace. Now, you done went through a day of hell with them kids. You know, because any kids I done had with somebody, I'm telling you, they bad as hell. And you done had a day of hell. You know something? You don't give it to me on nothing. So then when I asked you about you and how your day was, you don't just lead into that. You was like, you know something, I see your day was worse than mine. But I'm going to tell you about, you know, your kids. You know how their kids is. How you are, right? You see, we are growing in a positive from negative, and we don't respect each other's negative. And I got to say, from this show, I learned that I cannot push my ways on anyone, but I got to respect them. And I really hope that everybody hear this show and realize we have to do better. We are failing. And I don't understand why we keep failing when we keep seeing that we need help. Going to God is just one of the ways. The most important way is respecting and understanding him and riding with him. Like we have to ride behind people that's riding behind us, that's godly as well. You can't let the ratchet rule the world, because ratchet gonna be ratchet. That doesn't mean I got to conform you. I promise you it's easy to do. This right here that I'm asking you to digest ain't just easy. It's necessary. He's asking you to be the best you. And then you eliminate some of them. My circle used to be huge. I had a huge following. It's not about the followers. It's about the understanding. Because if you can't ride with me and what I'm riding with, get the hell off my wagon. You drawing me down, and I'll never make it to my destination off of your pettiness. I have to stand strong for my family and for families that's following me, because you ain't gonna know when to do the right thing, but I'm telling you, you're gonna have to do it, and it's not gonna be easy. This show is gonna be hard to digest, because I can't just sit here and do the song and dance that some people taught us to do. I can't do it. It's too far in my life to realize I can sing and dance to make you happy. God ain't asking for that. Somebody else is going for your joy. I'm going for your happiness. That's what we're doing. She came tonight, didn't even know what she was going to get into. I'm trying my best to make her comfortable. You know why? That's respect. And that's what we need to give all women that birth children into this world. Quit disrespecting, respect. And then I'm telling you, they'll give it back. She's been a great host. I appreciate you coming.
No problem.
To my boy Craft. And I know he know where I'm coming from. This show is to inspire. We watch things tear down all the time. If we can give a better outlook, then I will quit what I'm doing. This ain't for me. I already make money. This ain't about just the money. It's about leaving a legacy. This man came to me at a job that I knew I had to make all kinds of changes. He trying to sell stuff, and I seen the person that's in him. If I see this in him, and it wasn't about a relationship like that, it was about a person that had a vision, and I was able to see, you got a vision like mine. And then we came behind the Jay and Shay show and started this because I already had a vision. Me and my ex-fiance started the Jay and Shay show. I didn't see it going nowhere. She kept pushing for something I didn't want. I seen something in him and I started something. And it's been 8 years. That let you know about failures using 2 years. I did 2 years with her. We almost lasted with most business people say you can't make it no more than 2. We made it 2, me and her. Me and him made it 8. That let me know what's real. I don't know about what y'all do. I can't get in everybody else. His vision, I've never changed yours since you started. He ain't never changed mine, but we add value to life. I add things that he do because he showed me, and then he has let me know and acknowledge me. As a family man and trying to get by, that's difficult. But I promise you to the world, it's not a joke. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm doing this God-given as a talent to show you he works through the weak, the small, to let you know you're still in charge. Everybody want to look at the rich. It's not about that. It's about being sincere. It's about looking at this camera and giving your damn best, because he's going to orchestrate and make it better than what you ever can believe it. And my whole thing is dropping the rest, because it's hard. I promise y'all it's hard. But with Craft, with my co-host that just came as a guest, that I promise you, she sat on that couch and told me, you better know how to come. You need to come softly. It's not about how you want me to come. It's about how I am. Come correct. Come with guidance and live by something that's guiding you. And I learned a lot of that by this man sitting next to me. A godly man that showed me in selling something, he still got a godly spirit. And that's what we need to grab a hold to, because we keep living in a world that feels like it is to control. We are a slave. And I promise you, all slaves believed in God and they was never a slave. Free your mind. And if you need something, go to Minecraft and understand how to free your mind. And then you will live in abundance. And that's what I want for you.
There you go. And I think it's a great way to close out our show. This has been Bar Talk with Jay. My name is Craftmatic. It's my boy Smooth Jay.
Yes.
And I'm Drika.
Drika.
How can we reach you, Miss Drika?
Mm-hmm.
You can reach me on Instagram, Drika the Goddess. I actually have a luxury synthetic wig line that I just dropped. So
nice.
you can check me out there.
Outstanding. And we want to thank you folks for being here with us tonight. Again, just our opportunity to be leaders in our own community. And we're here every Thursday from 7 to 8 Facebook Live.
Yes.
Please like, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends and family, and continue to come back and get some of this wisdom.
Yes.
And never forget that we do this because we love you and we appreciate you. And with that,
we are out.
Let's go here.
Bar Talk.